Okay, so we're going to look at gradient intercept form today, and we've looked at a lot of this already. We know that a line is in the form y equals mx plus c, where we know that m is that gradient and that c is our y-intercept. And so if I have a look at this line here, I can write this in gradient intercept form because I know that this line is going to be in the form y equals mx plus c, where m is my gradient. Now I'm given 2 points, and because I've got a graph, I usually join up a right angle triangle. And gradient, we remember, is rise over run. So I'm rising 2 and I'm running 1. So the gradient's 2 over 1, which is 2. So my equation of the line is y equals 2x. C is my y-intercept. Here is where the graph is cutting the y-axis, which is at -1. So minus c. Y equals 2x minus c is a gradient intercept form of a straight line. We also have a couple of special ones. We have our horizontal lines that are parallel to the x-axis, and they have the rule of y equals b. So the rule y equals b. And the reason I have these rules, so here I can see that this line is y equals 5 because whatever x value I choose, if this was x is 1, the y value is 5. If I chose x is 2, the y value is 5. So because the y values are all the same, we say this is the line y equals 5. Same 2 down here, I've got y equals -4 because along the lines, the y value of every single point would be -4. And then we have a vertical line that's parallel to the y-axis. And here it has the rule x equals k. So for the exact same reasons, along here, the x value is always 4, and whatever the y value is, will be the thing that's changing. But because all the x values are all the same, we say that this line is x equals 4. And this line here would be x equals -2 because the x values are all -2. Now, if my x-intercept is 0, we looked at this the other day when we were looking at some lines. When I say that x equals when I say y equals mx, that is a line that's going through the origin. So this could be the line y equals x. We could also have the line maybe looking like this, y equals 2x. So it's still in the form y equals mx plus c, but the c is 0 because it's going through my y-intercept. My y-intercept is 0, so it just becomes the equation y equals mx. And so now we're going to look at some examples. So it's probably a good idea for you to pause the video and see if you can answer them, and then come back and check that the answers are correct. State the gradient and y-intercept. Well, the gradient is 2, and our y-intercept is 1. Here, the gradient is 1/3, and the y-intercept, and be very careful, it's -4, because we've been looking at this a lot this year. The sign in front is important. Find the rule for these graphs by first finding the values of m and the y-intercept. So by first finding the gradient and the y-intercept. Well, I've got 2 points. I always draw a right angle triangle. I've risen 1, 2, 3, 4. I've run 1. It's a positive direction, so my gradient is 4 over 1, which is 4. So this is going to be the line y equals 4x, and my y-intercept is -1, So it's 4x minus 1. Looking at the next one, same thing. I'm going to find a right angle triangle. There is my right angle triangle. So the gradient is rise over run. And I'm rising 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm running 2. So my gradient is 2. And I'm going to look at the slope of the line. It's pointing here in this direction. So that's a negative gradient, negative 2. So this is going to be the line y equals negative 2x. And now I need my y-intercept. Here is where it's cutting the y-axis, which is at positive 4. So the line is y equals negative 2x plus 4. Find the equation of each line. Well, when I look here, x is 0, but y is negative 3. And if I thought about the point 1, that would be the point 1, negative 3. So this is the line y equals negative 3. And this is a line that's parallel to the y-axis. So this is always in the form x equals 7, because all the values of x along here would be 7. And here, once again, we're going to find the equation of a line. Y equals mx plus c. C is my y-intercept, which is 3. My gradient is rise over run. I'm running 1 and I'm rising 3. Because this point up here is 3, I've gone up 3 places. So 3 over 1, which is 3, it's in a positive direction, so this is 3x. Y equals 3x plus 3. And the very last one, the slope of the line is this direction, so I know it's going to have a negative gradient. My gradient is rise, and I'm rising 1, and I'm running 3, and it's a negative. And my y-intercept is negative 1. So the line is going to be y equals negative 1/3 x minus 1. Thank you for watching.